Saturday afternoon, back on the Land Tamer stream. Hopefully, this is the last set of Layer 2 switching reviews that I need to do before moving on to BGP. That's the goal today. So I think we're ready for that. I'm just sort of in the last set. I'm skipping a few. The INE workbook. Again, disclaimer, this stream is, these lab scenarios are not of my origin. I am just an operator here, working through labs out of the INE workbook. Encourage you to get that and to also purchase their videos. All credit goes to them for their excellent material. And again, this is not a training stream. This is just a community stream for people looking to learn from each other and moral and emotional support, right, for working on networking certifications. So that being said, I'm going to undo what I did in the last lab before we start on the next one, which is private VLANs, which I've really been interested to see if this is going to work in Viral 1.3. I could not get this to work in Viral 1.2. Could have been my mistake, I don't know, but we're going to find out. So that's going to be our first lab, really, is private VLAN configuration. And I sure hope this works. It'd be nice to be able to say that I got it to. Someone else said that it did work in 1.2 for them. So it could be me. But let's go ahead and undo this previous lab where I left off. I got some lunch, did a little Taco Bell, watched a few videos from the new Foo Fighters album on YouTube. That's pretty cool. I like a couple of the songs they came out with. Hey, Demetrios. Good to have you. Oh, you're very welcome, man. Anytime, fire away. I'll do the best I can. Let's see. What is it in? Anytime you check in, I like to see when it is. (9:07). Wow, it's late there, huh? Yeah, happy to answer questions when I can, guys. Again, this is about me documenting my journey, and anything I can provide to help you and yours is great. Any suggestions you have for me to help me in mine, awesome. Bring it on. You know, it's good. And Demetrius, you've been very interactive. I really appreciate it, man. Encourages me to keep on going. But yeah, we're going to tear this down. I think for tearing down, can I just do that? I don't know. It'd be really cool if I could. Ooh, I can. That's cool. So it gets rid of all that, doesn't it? Very nice. I like that. So we're just going to do that now. What is this business here? I just now noticed that. Cron occurrence. Event manager applet. Add VLANs. So there's a cron job running on this virtual machine here. I'm going to look that up later, guys. I want to see what that's all about. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I think that gets rid of expenditure MST1. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. We're going to do that on all 4 switches. That was our last lab, MST. Went pretty well. I got to see some PCAPs. So that is done. So we'll move the scratch pad now over here. And look at our requirements for the private VLAN configuration. So configure switch 1, VLAN 100, primary, VLAN 1000, community, VLAN 2000, isolated. IP addressing. Interface V100. Switch 2 FA024 is going to be for 100.2 /24s, so they're on the same VLAN, right? We're going to test out the private VLAN feature. Switch 3 FA020. Switch 4 FA022. Assign switch 1 interfaces so that switch 1, 3 can communicate directly at layer 2, it says. Switch 4 can only communicate with switch 1 directly. Got my caps off, that's okay. Switch 4 can only communicate directly at layer 2. Okay. So what are we going to have here? It looks like we're going to have, let's map this out in our drawing. Choose like green or something. Okay, interface VLAN 100. I don't want a box. I want this. It's going to be dot 1. And then switch. Okay, this interface will be dot 2. And then switch 3 FA020. Okay. This interface be dot 3. And then switch 4 directly at layer 22 will be dot 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 1 through 3 can communicate directly. So these should be able to communicate together. So that says that they should be in the community VLAN, right? And 4 be isolated. So he'll be in VLAN 2000. Can only communicate with switch 1 directly at layer 2. So yeah, he'll be kind of isolated. He will not be able to speak to him or to him. Okay, that looks like we got the requirements down. So I do not remember how to do this. So I'm going to have to look at a configuration guide for 15.21. And let's find private. Configuring private VLANs. So in the lab, the scenario I envision is just to look at these configuring tasks. Set VTP mode to transparent, right? Create the primary and secondary VLANs and associate them. So that's going to be and that will be on switch 1. Let's go ahead and do that. First requirement for private VLANs. Create the primary and secondary VLANs and associate them. So let's just take this example. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That's a cool feature though. Let's minimize this. So create the primary and secondary VLANs. Okay, the primary VLAN is 100. So VLAN 100, private VLAN primary. And then VLAN 1000, private VLAN community. I need to type exit, don't I? Then VLAN, was it 2000? Yeah. Private VLAN isolated. And then we have to do the association. Private VLAN association. Oh, we have to go back to VLAN 100. Private VLAN association. 1000, 2000. Okay, that creates our VLANs, right? Then let's go back to tasks. Figure interfaces to be isolated community host ports and assign VLAN membership. Okay, yeah, this is what we have to do for each of these. So we're going to say we have to add these IP addresses first. So we're going to do exit interface VLAN 100 IP address. Then we're going to go over here to switch number 2. And we're going to say FA024 here is interface GI12. No switch port. IP address. Oh, let's default it first, right? Gotta remember to do that. I've been forgetting that. No switch port, IP address 169.254.100.2. I want to make sure that my head is not blocking that. Apparently, maybe not. Okay. There we go. Then we'll go to switch 3. Kind of the same scenario, right? But on this one, it's going to be switch 3 is FA020, which is GI01. And of course, it's going to be .3. Oh, you know what? I don't have the right topology for this, so let's get that going. This should be basic layer 2 switching. We could have been doing this all along, but that's okay. Request stop. And let's find that in the repository. Advanced Technology Labs. Basic layer 2 switching. All right, we're going to wait for the other, we're going to give the other one a little time to finish. But this is switch 3. Yep, looks right. And then switch 4 is going to be FA022. What made me think of the topology is I remember for the last topology, these interfaces are disabled. So I was like, am I in the right topology? Hey, here we go. Thank you, Demetrius. A kind reminder, the private VLANs are in 5.2 network security. Good to know. Okay. 5.2 network security, 5.2a implement and troubleshoot switch security features. Good to know, man. Appreciate that. I don't consult the blueprint often enough, to be honest. Let's go ahead and look at that while our topology is loading. V5, no, I don't want that. Here we go. That's 5.0. Routing and switching. And is that in the written or the... This page lists topics appearing on the CCIE exam blueprints. Parse would be 5.1 written. Okay. Let me find this bugger here. Exam blueprints. Anymore says, very helpful to use the blueprint. Yes. True. Written exam study materials. Well, where's the dang blueprint? I used to have this stored on my machine. Exam topics. Okay. IE, routing and switching. Let's go written. Start with that. Okay. Download complete list of topics. Let's see if that's it. There we go. Found it. So, which one were you saying? This is... .5.2. Yeah, there it is. Oh, they got VACLs too. VACLs and PACLs, storm control, private VLAN. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I need to refer to that more often. Let me grab the other one too while I'm here. The lab exam. There we go. Oh, current exams and exam outlines. Routing and switching. Now, why did it send me to that link? You would think that if you did a search, routing and switching, blueprint, that you could just get a simple, All right, so here's the exam topics. Lab exam topics, boom. Nope, we don't get a downloadable PDF. Download complete list of topics in PDF format. And you get this mess. Tell you, man, Cisco site is, then you click, that's the exam name. Exam outline, okay. Yes, give me the exam outline. This is the overview. And it just goes in a circle. My gosh, Cisco. That's a pretty simple, it doesn't have to be that hard. Anyway, that is so frustrating, but we're just going to move along and just curse Cisco under our breath for inefficiency. All right, FA0, where were we? Yes, they should. Let's just send people in a infinite loop. Like it's a routing loop. A routing loop on Cisco's documentation site. How often does that happen? Let's do a lab exam topic called Cisco documentation routing loops. And I'll bet we can replicate that pretty quickly. All right, so getting back to the lab here, 169.254.100.4, let's make sure there's the right interface. FA022, which would be GI03, okay. All right, so that will configure all of our interfaces. Then we just have to add them to the correct VLAN. So the way we do that is, yeah, that's all we have left to do really, is assign the VLANs. And we do it with this command here. So on switch 1, facing towards switch 2 will be GI12. We're going to say switch port mode private VLAN host. Switch port private VLAN host association. And this is going to be 100 and 1000. It's going to be the same for switch 3's routed port, which is interface GI01. Okay, not sure what just happened there, but okay, there we go. And then for interface GI03, it will be the same with the exception that this will be 2000. Okay, I think that is our configuration. Any more steps? I did not want to go all the way back here. Task 1, 2, 3, configure interfaces as promiscuous ports. And map the promiscuous ports to primary, secondary VLAN pair. Yes, we do need to do that, don't we? A layer 2 interface is a private VLAN promiscuous port. I don't remember doing this. Yeah, I don't think we have to do that. Perform these steps 1 and 2. If the VLAN is not created already, the process creates it. Figure interface be isolated or community host ports. Yes. Okay, we're not doing that because yes, there are layer 2 ports, but they're going towards a not this to the primary. Okay, I do have to do this. Yeah, because yeah, we do have to do this on our interface VLAN 100. Because it's a layer 3 interface. Interface VLAN 100. Private VLAN mapping 1000, 2000. Yeah, it'll already be mapped to VLAN 100, obviously. Okay, is there anything else we need to do here? Verify, yeah. This is the part I'm not sure about still. Configure layer 2 as a private VLAN promiscuous port, map it to primary and secondary VLANs. Let me read on the information on that. Oh, this is if you have a layer 2 that needs to communicate with all the interfaces, including community and isolated host. Yeah, we don't need promiscuous in this particular case. All right, I think we have our configuration. Let's put it in. So this is switch 1. Let's open back our terminals. Oh, see, I should have started this a while back. Quick launch. Oops. I don't think we'll need to do any captures on this because all this PVLAN functionality is internal to switch 1. The other switches don't need to know anything special, right? So there's not going to be any particular communication in that regard, as far as I know. All right, let's just double check while that's booting up. VTP mode transparent, VLAN 100, private VLAN primary. VLAN 1000, private VLAN community. VLAN 2000, private VLAN isolated. Excuse me, of course we're hoping all this is going to actually work in Viral 1.3. What's the 254.100.1? Mode private VLAN host, mode private host association, primary VLAN, secondary 1000, 100 and 1000. So at the end, let's put our validation in here. Dot 3 can ping dot 1, dot 2. Dot 4 can ping dot 1, cannot ping dot 3, dot 2. Dot 1 can ping dot 2, dot 3, dot 4. That's what we expect, right? Okay, let's see how this is going here. We want to stop these routers from building. We don't need these routers. 1 through 5 and 10. Okay, then this is active. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Certainly am. I planned this. So the plan today is to, after I'll probably do a couple more labs, and then at around 4 o'clock my time, we're going to try to get a quick motorcycle ride in, and then I'm on call this weekend, and they're doing a release, so I have to do some load balancer stuff. I think it's 5. I actually need to check on when that is, because that may affect my ride. Actually, I think it will. Yeah, I'm gonna check on that in a minute. Then we may do some this evening and tomorrow, and hopefully by then it will be BGP. That is the goal. All right, I don't think these, I did 1 through 5. Let's do 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6, 7, and 8. Stop nodes. Okay, requested to stop. It was requested, I don't know. Let's look at the live visualization, see what's going on here. 5% unencrypted guest. Geez, I don't remember. Yeah, anytime it's booting up, that's the most CPU intensive, like any real environment, right? That's when all the fans spin and start whirring and you hear all the noise. That's one reason early on I had to abandon. When I prepared for the CCMP, I used physical gear for the majority of it, but in the conditions I was living in, the noise was just getting too loud. You'd restart the switches and You know, you guys know what it sounds like. It sounds like a rocket taking off. Okay, now it's showing. Okay, now it's showing absent. So it is starting to heed my instructions here, I think. Building, building. Yeah, that's showing red. Okay. It says switch 1 is active. Let's just take a look at switch 1. This takes some time, doesn't it? This private VLAN. This will be difficult, I think, to sort of try to memorize and reproduce. I think I've decided that if this comes up in the lab, the real lab, I'm definitely going to have to just, I know where to find it. Okay, yeah, it's working. So let's end 9. Let's give it a minute here. It's thinking about it. Yeah, see, they're still booting up. And I've noticed that actually the layer 2 images seem to take longer to boot than the routers. Probably because the layer, I don't know, the layer of abstraction, I have no idea why that is. But it is what it is. It did seem to boot faster in GNS3, I will say. Okay. Router 1's coming alive. True confession here, I am actually, probably like you guys, when you're working or doing other things, you have things playing in the background. I'm actually watching the Halo HCS tournament during these awkward moments here. All right, it looks like, let's just see if we can tell router 9 to stop. I think, problem is I don't want to hit this too many times. If it's already been requested to stop, I've noticed problems. But we'll just turn that on for router 9. It looks like these switches are up, so we should be about good to go here. Yeah, still booting. So we can go ahead and configure here. There's a lot to configure, so let's do this part first. I wish I could say I was confident could just paste the entire thing in. Hey, that worked. So far, so good. Paste the rest of this in. Okay, that last one did not work. Interface VLAN 100. Private VLAN mapping. Oh. Add. Private VLAN mapping. Secondary VLAN IDs of the private VLAN SI. Okay, I think here I just had to do 1000 and 2000. VLAN mapping, add. Okay, that's what we wanted, right? Okay, and it is barking at us right now because of... Okay, our ports are different this time. Switch 2 is 17008, 6, and 10. Eight, 6, and 10. Never know what you're going to get with the switching image. In. Yeah, EN. Enable. Yes, I really recognize the native VLAN mismatch. Yes, sir. Give us a moment here. Switch to. Switch 3. And switch 4. All right. Now we should no longer get the native VLAN mismatch because those are now routed ports. So one thing I'm unsure about, let's do some verification here. And the verification command show private VLAN, show VLAN private VLAN. Primary 100, there we go. And here's the ports, assigned like they should be. Good. So now let's ping. We got no ping. Let's see. Let's look at switch 2. Okay. Something is wrong there. Show run interface GI 0. Let's just do show CDP neighbor. This should be shut down. So many unknowns with that 00 up. One thing I learned from the folks in Router Gods that you need to use a lot is show CDP neighbor, especially in layer 2 labs. Show CDP neighbor, and then this, which is ping all hosts. And since I know we're having issues, we're probably not going to get any response here. And I'm going to spend some time troubleshooting, but not a lot, because I don't know if what we might have here is an issue with the viral. See now, oh, you know what? I did not bring that interface up. But that's a problem there. Yes, I know I'm quick to blame viral. See, now it changed to up. Hey, we're getting a response. I don't think I got this in. All right, that's good. Let's ping. Let's ping that broadcast address. There we go. Nice. So we're getting 2, 3, and 4, right? Let's do that here. Ping 169.204.100.205. Three and 1. This should be 1 and 2. This should be .1. That's it. Awesome, guys. Actually, what would be better is repeat 1, right? Or like repeat 2 maybe. Could even do R2. Yes. Good command to remember, folks. Pinging a broadcast address. So a couple things. I left out an important thing. I always have to remember with the SVIs, you have to do a no shut. So that was on me. There was trying to I'm so quick to blame viral, right? But I should be more judicious about that. The other thing is we've got the private VLAN lab worked in 1.3. And I'm happy about that because, at least as I recall, this did not work in 1.2. Again, it could have been my fault, but it is working in 1.3. Very happy about that. So it was beneficial to take the time to upgrade from 1.2 to 1.3. I'm convinced of that. So far, every layer 2 lab has worked more or less the way it should. So very happy about that. Also happy that we're using now these shortcuts that has been preached to me in the Router Gods group about, CDP, when you're doing layer 2, CDP neighbor is your friend, pinging a broadcast address is your friend. So quick way to do verification. That's even faster oftentimes. Notice we haven't been using the TCL script because I've been told when time is of the essence, commands like this are really your best, your shortest path to verification. So, good stuff. All right, that lab worked. I'm very happy about that. Yay. Now, here's a question. On the next lab, let's take a look at what that is. Let me check my answer too in the INE workbook. Yeah. Private VLAN mapping. That was another thing that was a little different from what I saw, I think, in the Cisco doc. Because you had to do mapping add. It did not let me type this. Now when I do a show run, notice it has this here. Can I do that? Let's see. With a comma? No, it's kind of like your VLAN list. You can add or remove. You can't just type. Well, let's see. You can. Because when I did this, it doesn't give me a comma. But it does let me use one, doesn't it? I can do that too. Okay, good to know. Yep, according to the lab, we're good to go there. Okay, so let's look at another one I wanted to do. Let's see, what did I say I was going to do? Protected port. Now this feature, I believe, was not in the... Don't believe this will work. Yeah, I don't remember how to do this, but let's just reload the switches. Okay. And while that's going, we'll look at the LAN. The topology needed is LAN switching initial spanning tree. I think that's what I'm running here. No, I'm not. Well, shoot. We didn't need to do that anyway then. Let's just stop the nodes. I'm going to do this kind of gracefully because I have seen it before where if you do a reboot and then try to stop the simulation, for some reason there can be issues. I'm going to reduce this down a little bit. Getting a little too big for my britches there on the stream. All right. So let's wait for these guys just to stop. And then we'll change the topology. Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, I know. All right, that's probably good enough. We'll go ahead and stop the simulation. And then we're going to look for the, what is it? INE LAN switching initial spanning tree. This one. Okay, we're going to wait a minute. And while we're doing that, we're going to check on this protected port business. I'm going to have to look this up, guys. I do not remember. And I don't even know if there's a configuration guide. Let's just put the requirements up so you can see what I'm talking about. Move these around. So what it's talking about here, shut down all links from switch 4, switch 2 and 3, okay. So it's just going to be switch 4 to switch 1, I guess. Shut down FA019 and FA023, sorry for the all caps, on switch 1. Okay, so let's get out our pencil and pen here. This is just preview on the Mac, nothing fancy here, guys. This is just quick and dirty drawings. Something like what I would do in the real lab, you know, with a piece of paper. So we're going to be shutting down all links. Let's change to red ink. From switch 4, so we're going to shut these down. And we're going to shut these down. We're going to shut down FA019 and 23. Okay. Okay, gotcha. With me so far? Okay, good. And then on switch 1, create SVI 10. And then configure FA020 and FA024. Access VLAN 10. Okay, I'm with you so far. Figure on switch 3. No, sorry, switch 2. Your FA020. Oh no. Switch 3. FA020. As L3. And then switch to FA024. /24. Okay. Switch 1. Port protection. Switch 2 and switch 3 cannot communicate with each other, but can communicate Okay, so we're cutting off switch 4. We're going to have one switch and 2 hosts, right? And we want these to be protected from each other. And I don't think it wants us to use private VLANs here. We could do this with private VLANs, but there's another feature. Because these ports are already down, I believe. These are all down in this topology, which we need to launch, by the way. So let me think about this. Port protection. Is that going to be under private VLANs? No, there's another. It's not an ACL. This is like a layer 2 feature. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google it. I know I can't do this in the lab, but we'll put this as a area that I need to work on. I'm going to do that over here. Sure enough, I found a blog post about it. Ah, that's full access is for members only. PVLAN Edge. Okay, it looks like it may be just under private VLANs. All right, here's information on it. Configuration guide. Configuring the protected port. Protected ports have these features. It does not forward any traffic to any other port that is also a protected port. Okay. Switch port protected. Well, where can I find this? And this is a 3850 software. Multi-book configuration guide, B consolidated configuration guide. Chapter 01110. Is that binary for something? Thank you, Cisco. You're the best, man. Switch port protected. Let's see if we can find it here in the command. All right, what page are we on here? Configuration guides. Okay, let's go back. Command reference. Index. Switchboard protected. Local to the switch, communication on the same only through a layer 3 device. Related commands. Switch port block. Never heard of that. Unknown multicast or unicast packets. That's cool. By default, all traffic with unknown MAC address sent to all ports. You can block unknown multicast or unicast traffic. So this is unknowns. That's cool. Yeah, I have no idea where to find that in the configuration guide. I would just have to remember that. So I'm going to put that as, while I stop these nodes, I'm going to give that a seat in the short bus, because can you imagine that being a requirement in a lab and how long that would take me? How much time that would eat? A lot. So let's go and document that as something that I need to try to remember. Probably a good flashcard idea, huh? So we're going to put switch port protected. MST needs some work. I'm going to be doing these labs again, guys. This is, this is a review, one of many, I'm sure. So what are we going to do in our configuration? I think it's pretty simple. We are going to shut down all links from switch 4. So we're going to say interface range. GI 0, 1 to 2. Shut. GI 1, 1 to 2. Shut. Then we're going to do shut down FA019 and 23 on switch 1. Interface range GI 0, 1, GI 1, 2, shut. Create a SVI 10. Interface VLAN 10. IP address 169.204.20.1. No shut. And on switch 3, interface FA020. Interface GI01. Are we going to default? GI01. No switch port, IP address. And I'm sorry, this is switch 3. Switch 2, we're going to basically do the same. And it's going to be interface GI12. Okay. And then we do the port protection. So that is going to be on switch 1. We're going to say interface range GI01, GI12, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Let's default first. access VLAN 10, and switch port protected. Okay. I think that's all we need to do here. Let's see. Let's look at our, make sure everything's up. Looks like it is. 22, 20, 24, 26. Okay. $20, $24, $26. Okay. Yay, look at that. Love it when you copy paste one time. No better feeling. Well, there are better feelings, but it's pretty nice. Okay, switch 4. Sweet, let's do our verification. Ping 169.254.23.255. Okay. This is up. Show CDP neighbor. Oh, you know what? We did not disable. Well, if somebody is not configured. We've got CDP neighbor of switch. That looks like switch 3, doesn't it? I've never seen that. What we need to do is kill, yet again, GI00, which is some sort of magical port. It's almost like a hub or something, the way it's behaving. Okay, now, show CDP neighbor. So these are still linked, but that's okay. I'm not even sure why we killed the links here, but got nothing. Oh, it's down. I thought I did a no shut. I did. Did it not take? Ping 169.254.20.1. No, it's not up, Demetrios, and I'm not sure why, because I did a no shut. Show run interface VLAN 10. I just created VLAN 10. Yeah, it's there. Well, that is really odd, guys. That is really strange. I wonder if I've just stressed this thing out. It was acting very strange. I will say that, because when earlier we saw when it booted and I did a show CDP neighbor, we had this business going on. Switch. Just for educational purposes, let's do a reload. Just on switch 1. And let's see on this guy if I can do interface VLAN 99. Change state to down. I think I have done too many. Yeah, I think I've done too many simulation starts and restarts. I think we have beat up on our poor old viral server here. He probably needs a reboot. Versus let's do that. Yeah. I think we're hosed here, guys. So let's just do this. I'm going to restart viral. And we'll just check our answers. Probably take a little nature break, and then we'll come back to 1 or 2 more. Let's do maintenance. Yeah, I'm just going to do a shutdown. End all sims, yes. Boy, time flies in the lab, doesn't it? Shutdown system, yes. Put that back. Once it shuts down, I'm going to bring it back up, and then we're viral. We've been working them hard today. We've been stopping and starting simulations right and left. Although I had someone else studying who said that they ran viral on a dedicated machine, and they came in the other day and SVIs were not working. The same thing, actually. They said SVIs were not working. And then he said, oh, I just needed to reboot the server. He hasn't rebooted it in like a year. Like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I have to reboot it more often than that. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick nature break, and I've run out of water. I'll grab some more water, and then I'll be right back. And we're going to go ahead and Because I'm so interested to see if this feature, which I think is another feature, did not work in 1.2, we're going to wait for the switches to come back up, and we're going to paste this in and make sure it works. In the meantime, I will be checking the answer, though. So just hang tight for that, and we're going to put up our break slide here. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Felt like Eternal Semester. Oh, yeah, I understand, Demetrios. Thank you. I think what that is, let me show you what that is, actually. There's a setting, and maybe you guys can tell me. There's a setting in YouTube that, so here's my YouTube. Let me just show you. So this is what I see in YouTube on the screen. And then there's a setting here for chat. I think it's under slow chat mode. No. I think I can fix that. I think I can fix that. I'll work on that later, Demetrios, to try to get that working. Yeah, sorry you feel like a turtle. But, oftentimes anyway, when people chat, I don't always see it right away anyway because I'm, so focused on something but yeah, still keep up the comments. I do appreciate it. I'm going to try to fix that though. And we're probably going to wrap up this lab here pretty soon. I do want to try this. Let's see if Viral booted up here. Yeah, it did. Okay, Viral has restarted. And we're going to boot this up. I'm not even going to stop the other nodes. LAN switching initial spanning tree. This is a topology I need. Quick launch. And in the meantime, I'm going to check. Also, Demetrius, I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking, do you ever use Twitch? Do you know what Twitch is? Because I'm considering, I don't even know if that's a thing in Greece or not. I'm considering trying Twitch as well because Twitch is probably much more responsive in terms of it may be a better format for the stream. I don't know. Yeah, it also archives videos. The thing I like about YouTube though is that YouTube archives videos indefinitely. Twitch only does it for like up to 50 videos or something like that. Oh, you found it from me? Yeah, again, it's really cool. I like Twitch because it's not just, you didn't know about it? Yeah. A lot of kids know about it, especially like kids that play games. Almost all of them know about it. But there is a channel on Twitch called IRL, in real life. And it allows you to stream. People stream just walking around like China, or and there is a programming channel on there, or a programming community, and people will do like C programming or whatever live on the stream, and that was somewhat inspirational to me as well. So I'm considering doing that on Twitch because I think Twitch has a much better interface for people who want to chat. But anyway, I've been thinking about that. So I think there's a way. What I may do is do a trial period where I think you can simulcast, like both YouTube and Twitch. I don't know if my internet will handle that. I don't have the best internet, but I am considering that. So Twitch is free, yes. Now the only thing is, I don't know if you see ads in YouTube or not. Live streaming. At a certain point, I think they would do that on my channel, like after I get up to like 10,000 views. Twitch does that too, but if you have Amazon Prime, you never see any commercials. That's the only thing about it. But they do play ads from time to time. So that's the only thing. We'll see. I think I'm going to try to first simulcast. On Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, then there are no ads. Yes. I don't know. I mean, I think like half of United States households have Amazon Prime. I don't know how it is in other countries or in Europe, but a lot of people watch Twitch. They never see a commercial because it's not in Greece. Okay. Yeah. Now you can also subscribe to someone's channel. They do have a subscriber, which is like a small donation per month. And I think if you do that, you would not see ads. I'm going to find out more about it before I do it, of course. YouTube's such a universal, and that's why I wanted to, start with YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and end these. Since we're already here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to consult with you guys before I make any changes. I mean, okay, so let's let these switches boot up. And we're probably going to, let me check the workbook here. I'm going to try to wrap this up. Okay, according to the workbook, I'm doing everything correct. Switchboard protected, yes. So as soon as the switches boot up, we're going to try that. And we're going to try one more thing, which is span. You know, I'm not sure if I could even do span on smartport macros. This is something else that I don't think worked in Viral 1.2. Let's see. All right, switch 20, 22, 24, 26. I love when they do that. 20. 22. 24. And 20. I do know though that the chat interaction on Twitch is better than YouTube. They have emotes. They have good bots. There's all kind of good bots that can run that. Then you can have moderators. You can do that on YouTube too. I just don't have enough people in chat to warrant doing that, but we may try it out. We'll see. Always, I love to experiment. So let's pop this in. Okay, show interface VLAN 10. I don't know, guys. It's still not. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, could that be why? All my VLAN 10 interfaces are shut down. Show run interface GI01. They are. Is that because I did a default? Strange. That might be the reason. That must be a change with this new image. That must be a change with this new, I think it's a new image. So we need to do a no shut on these. I don't remember having to do that. So let's just do this. And then let's do this on switch 3. Yeah, I know. Switch 2. Yeah. Just don't remember having all this business in. Okay, now it's up. Okay, that was our problem before. We didn't need to reboot Viral. We just need to have an interface up and running in VLAN 10. And when I did a default interface, it does shut down now automatically. Now it's up. Ping 169.204.23.205. Okay, I got a response from 2, but not from 3. What's that do for 23.3? GI01. Yeah. There we go. Okay, those work. Now if I do ping, that should not work. It doesn't. Okay, good. It worked. Okay, we're going to do a quick macro on switch 1. Let's see if this worked. This did not work in Viral 1.3. And if it does, I'm going to be so shocked. So the syntax is macro name, VLAN 146, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 146, spanning tree PPD filter enable. Hey, look at that. Then we're going to do an interface range facing switch 4. Macro apply. Look at that. It worked. That did not work in Viral 1.2. All right, guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up for this afternoon, maybe back this evening, however. I've got some work to do here shortly, and I need to take, we're going to do a quick motorcycle ride, come back, and I can do my on-call work. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Always do. Always appreciate the support and encouragement. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And we shall see you again very soon here at the Land Tamer stream in the lab. Take care, guys. Demetrios, appreciate it. You guys have a good one.